Alright, welcome back, and I want to show you real quick the simplicity of tapping this thing out. One thing you want to do is use a starter tap. That will help in the guiding of this thing to take it down straight. It's also only, you bottom out with this starter tap, it's all as far as you need to go. And then let your stud get tight in there, you know, when you get it down to that point, and you're fine. So it's not necessary to use a bottom tap, and bottom taps like to cut to the side. And whether you're using a jig plate to do that or whether you're using it freehand, it will cut to the side. Unless you absolutely know what you're doing, don't use a bottom tap. Starter's all you need. It'll take you down far enough. So get started with that. I want to make mention that I use you always want to make sure you tap by hand. Never, ever, ever use a drill. I use a ratchet tap to make it quicker. Simply be able to do it quick this way. Now, somebody made mention that they heard clicking sounds from my ratchet and assumed that it had something to do with the tap or the block. It didn't. Although this is a brand new tap wrench, it catches and clicks, so I'll be putting a lot of pressure on it, and I can feel this thing click, and you can hear it. It has nothing to do with the block. If you have one of these, if you've ever used one of these, this is a professional tool, so I wouldn't expect the person who said that to actually know what that was. So I wanted to clarify there was no issues with the block or the tap. It was simply the clicking of my ratchet. It gets bound and you can hear it slightly click. So with that said, I want to move on quickly here and show you what we do here. We'll use this one because I want to show you this alignment dowel. So we'll just get that started in there, and you can feel it right away wanting to start. So what I do is I just quickly, and this takes a lot less time to take a look at that. You can use a square and square it if you want. I don't. I can see that that's square off the block there. And then it's good to look from this side when you're doing it, and to make sure that you got some nice vertical, because you can always push it just a little bit to one side or the other so that you feel that you're in there nice and straight, which I'm feeling very comfortable at this time. I'm in there nice and straight. Didn't take long to align that. Again, I do this quite a bit, so take your time and take a look at it, and you'll get what I got there. Yeah, you can lube it up a little bit. Now I'll take this down until I feel it start getting kind of tight, and then I know it's time to clean out the chips. Be surprised how many comments a guy can get on a video. And I think in one of the videos my brother was editing it and cut out part where I had blown the chips out, and then that became a question. So let's make sure you know that. I take it down, and I'll show you here. I still haven't felt it get tight yet, but it will. Just when you're almost there. There, starting to get snug. Now it's going to go down farther than that, so yes, I have to take it all the way out. Pull these chips out. This will clear the path to take this, the remainder of the hole. I felt the catch. Now we'll take it the rest of the way down. You hear that click? That was my ratchet. So, if you use one of these, don't let it freak you out. There. It's the ratchet. It's the lever that catches it back and forth. So, taking it all the way down now. You might be wondering, hey, what's that guy using to clean those holes out with? I use a non-chlorinated brake cleaner. A mechanic cannot have enough of this stuff. It's small, compact, easy to use, and you can use it on anything and everything. So I use that. That leaves absolutely no residue, and it's very simple to use. So that's what that is. Anyhow, there we go. I have officially tapped this. Look at that, man. Okay, I gotta show you that. So I'm gonna flip you all over the place here for a second. Let you see this finished product, so you know and understand. Let's see. See if we can get that camera. All right, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? True vertical. You cannot get that with an alignment jig. All right, fellas, you have been officially shown how easy it is to drill your block. So whether you're a DIY guy who only needs to do this once, it's doable. If you're a mechanic shop, it's even more important to learn how to drill this and tap this. Reason being is even the alignment jig is only good for several jobs, and then it's no good anymore. So as expensive as alignment jig would cost you, you would shortly have to throw it out. So for a DIY guy, it might work in the beginning and it would give you a little bit of security. And then if you do happen to use it and all your studs are off a little bit, which it will cause to happen, you can bend your studs and slightly to get them to fit directly, the head to fit directly over it. So it's not a total loss. You can do it, you know. So if that's your way, then do it. But this is a very simple way to do it. You get true vertical for one. That's the most important part, and you eliminate hours and hours of work, and it comes out great. So anyway, that's the tapping process. Good luck with that, and I'm here if you ever need to ask any questions. So we'll move on. The next step will be putting that stud in. We'll see you then.